Hi, this is Vikas here. Welcome back my YouTube channel Learn Shorthand Typing with Vikas sir. The Hindu Editorial Dictation सेकंड आर्टिकल पॉलिसी क्रीप। देखो यहाँ पे आपका मीनिंग क्या होता है। क्रीप का मीनिंग होता है एक रेंग के चलना। एक क्रीप वहाँ पे यूज़ होता है सच एक क्रीप पर्सन, मतलब काफ़ी बुरा पर्सन, ठीक है, एक विलन टाइप का। ओके, इसमें क्या ओवर रेगुलेशन रिस्क, ओवर रेगुलेशन जो रिस्क, रिटार्डिंग का यहाँ पे मीनिंग होता है बैक, किसी का मतलब बैक करना, ग्रोथ। जो ओवर रेगुलेशन है रिस्क का रिटार्डिंग ग्रोथ, जो ग्रोथ में ना मतलब बैक आ रहा है, हमारा ग्रोथ अच्छी तरह से नहीं चल जा रही है। एंड जॉब क्रिएशन, जॉब में कमी आ रही है, हमारा डिमिनिश हो रही है इन द ई कॉमर्स सेक्टर में। यह आर्टिकल काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल है आपका, आज का आपका आर्टिकल ऑफ द डे रहेगा। इम्पोर्टेंट आर्टिकल है, इसलिए हम इसको डिस्कस करेंगे 100 वर्ड पर मिनट। और आप सेशन को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और कमेंट कीजिए और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। चलिए 100 वर्ड पर मिनट, बी रेडी, स्टार्ट। Barely 11 months after the government notified the Consumer Protection e-commerce rules 2020, the Department of Consumer Affairs has mooted a set of sweeping amendments ostensibly to protect the interests of consumers and encourage free and fair competition in the market. Among them is a norm stipulating the appointment of a Chief Compliance Officer, a nodal contact person for 24/7 coordination with law enforcement agencies, and another requiring e-commerce entities offering imported goods or services to incorporate a filter mechanism to identify goods based on country of origin and suggest alternatives to ensure a fair opportunity to domestic goods. A third mandates a fallback liability on online marketplaces in the event of non-delivery of goods or services to the consumer. Registration has also been made mandatory for all e-commerce players. Specific flash sales, including back-to-back ones, are now set to be banned, and all entities must provide information within 72 hours on any request made by an authorized government agency probing any breach of law, including cybersecurity issues. While on the face of it none of these new rules appears exceptionable, especially when e-commerce tops the National Consumer Helpline's complaints chart, there is still distinctly discernible pattern to the changes. Following on the heels of the recent IT intermediary guidelines and digital media ethics codes rules, the draft e-commerce amendments show the government's increasing keenness to exercise greater oversight over all online platforms. The center also appears to be signaling its intent to dig in its heels in an intensifying standoff with Walmart's unit Flipkart and Amazon, which are both now in court battling an attempt by the Competition Commission of India to reopen a probe into their business practices. The two large e-commerce players have had to contend with accusations that their pricing practices are skewed to favor select sellers on their platforms and that their discounting policies have hurt offline retailers. The fact that the latest changes expressly seek to ensure that none of an e-commerce entities, related parties and associated enterprises is enlisted as a seller for sale to consumers directly could also impact several platforms that retail products supplied by vendors with arm's length ties. The enforcement of many of these norms is bound to spur protracted legal fights asserting that the amendments were not aimed at conveniential flash sales. The government said it was only targeting certain entities engaged in limiting consumer choice by indulging in back-to-back sales wherein a seller does not have the capability to meet an order. In trying to address shortcomings in its rules from last year, the government appears to be harking back to an era of tight court controls, over-regulation with scope for interpretative ambiguity, risk retarding growth and job creation in the hitherto expanding e-commerce sector. फुल स्टॉप। स्टूडेंट ये आपका आर्टिकल था, इस आर्टिकल को आप टाइप कीजिए, टाइप करने के बाद इसको आप मैच कीजिए। और आज का आपका वर्ड ऑफ द डे है, आपका वर्ड ऑफ द डे आज क्या डालें? स्टिपुलेटिंग। स्टिपुलेटिंग का मीनिंग क्या होता है, पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच में क्या यूज़ होता है, आप मुझे इसमें कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट कीजिएगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच, हैव ए गुड डे।